Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a redstone tutorial video. Kind of doing, ooh, hey, let's get our GUI up there. I'm going to explain some of the things that I do in like the cube, what I did with the Chum Bucket, which I might show you a final product after this. And then also what I did with xBayani's little secret door system back here. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of go through a little slower than I usually do. And if you guys like this type of video and you want me to do a series on like redstone tutorials, leave me a like, leave me some feedback, and I will definitely get more videos out for you guys. Alright, so let's jump right into it. So for the Chum Bucket, the system with the Chum Bucket is the real challenge was getting items up. And in Minecraft, that is always a challenge to get things up because there's, other than these new droppers, there was no other way to get items themselves up. So what I did in a very basic format is I'm just going to use this to feed into here. What I take is whenever you have like a redstone comparator right here, so if I put something in this redstone comparator, it powers, and it's going to power 1 to say that, hey, something's in there. And that's all we really care about. There's more in-depth stuff about stacks and different things to give it different power links, but that's not going to be applicable for us. So what I do is I take this 1 strength and I'm going to repeat it around. And what this is going to do is going to shoot it out. Because what I'm doing is I'm saying, hey, you got something in you. I'm going to flick a power to you. What that does is actually shoots an item out. Now, this system is sweet, but whenever you say, hey, I want to put in 8 items, it actually locks up. It shoots out the first one and it's like, hey, I still have power, and yeah, I still have stuff in me, so it's just stuck. And to get around that, what we do is we also send a signal to this redstone comparator to actually, it'll send it on, come through here, and then it'll say, hey, turn off, and then this will go, wait, I still have something else, and then it'll keep just like firing. So I'll show you that real quick. So keep continuously like shoots. So that's kind of like the guts of what I did. Now I got a little complex because of the way of organizing hoppers and powering a block. So like whenever I don't know if you guys know this, but like you toss something in a hopper, it's, well, if you can actually toss it into a hopper, that'd be sweet. It just accepts it. But if you put in, let's put a power source to that, that actually locks that hopper. See, it rejects any items and they just sit and they fall or whatever. So whenever you get into this powering this block, it actually does lock this locker or this hopper here. It should see. But that becomes a big problem when you're just trying to go straight up and, you know, just trying to do your little hand signal things up. So what I had to do is I designed it to where it shoots up, it goes to hopper to the side, then goes to this guy, and then this continuously goes up to like, which I'll give you a demonstration. That was fantastic. So sweet, man. I like it. Okay. So that's what it would do. It would just continuously go up, and then this guy would come over to another hopper, just dropper. I know what I'm talking about. Just, just like that. And that would just spiral all the way up. And that way you don't get any nasty block or hopper locks or dropping back into another hopper type thing. So what I can do is I can say, hey, I'm going to put 8 items in here. It's going to tick all the way up. See how these are lighting up? Except for this guy is not hooked up to a power source. So I'm just going to throw it here. So it throws in, it's shooting all those items into the hoppers, and the hoppers are now going to shoot these out. And if you notice, if it's not connected to anything, it makes the click sound. And also if it's empty, it makes the click sound. So like if I put in I throw down something like this, it's gonna make a click sound. But if these are all connected, it actually makes no noise going up until there's some kind of dispensing action going on. You can do some crazy stuff. I didn't take a whole lot of time with this, but do some cool little stuff, kind of like those little water rope gardens. So the water goes in, and then it's gonna come up and then get shot out here. And this takes a little bit more time because it's hopper tick speed. Go, go, go. Yeah, cool. So there's neat little things you can do with that. And that's how I did the Chum Bucket, which I'll show you in after I get done with this next one. This is xBayani's secret room. I talked to xBayani and he was like, hey, a lot of people have been asking for a tutorial on how to make like a secret recess. This wall's actually going to back out into another hallway back here, which I can make this a little prettier. So say we have like a secret hallway and we want to go into our amazing room. It has xBayani is a much better builder than I am. So we have like our secret room in here. And we have iron blocks, obviously. So we're gonna build this even faster. Let me see what we have. Diamond. So we have our diamond blocks. And these are, we're stashing them in block form. So this is our secret room, and we want to get to this room. And we want it, and pretend that there's walls and everything around this. And you want it to be a secret thing, and only you know how to get in there. So you can sit here and do this. Actually pull that out. Let me put a thing there so you can't see all that. And you're like, oh, my secret room. Have a little party, have a slumber party. You know, invite your friends if you have friends. Grazer does not have friends. xBayani does have friends. xBayani's cool. And when you're done, you leave, hit your button again, and it resets that. Now he has a lever system, which I improved upon it finally with the button system, and I'll quickly go over that. So first, just disregard all this. What we're gonna do is come to this right here. So the way the sticky pistons work, that you can't pull more than one block back. Like I can't pull. So like say if I take this guy, he can't pull that because he's extended. So what we have to do first is we pull this set row back to here. So then we have this. And then what we do now is we want to take this guy out. And because the way I have this set up, he extends out and he takes that one out. So it pulls it back in kind of like a staggered formation. Real quick. So actually I had that backwards. Okay. So that's the way this works. It fires this one first, or turns this one off first, then this one turns off because you see I have one just normal and then a full. And this is just a normal one. So the normal one fires, then this extra delayed tick comes here, and then like two full ones come in and pull that guy back. So that's the way that recess works, and then it powers itself out the same way. Now let's get on to the way this this little button actually stores its state. When you press it, actually it toggles it like a lever would. So what I do, this is actually just for strength, signal strength to get all the way over here. But what I do is I take, I don't know if you guys have seen these are like lock repeaters. So you can take a repeater like this and lock, oh, that's not a repeater, and lock the signal. So say there's a signal here, and this is on, and we toggle this, and then we lock that signal. We can actually keep this signal locked because of this power. And then again, we can turn it off again, and it'll lock the off position. So that's the kind of concept that I took and evolved into this situation, or in this scenario. So what this does is it comes in, and this is the locking mechanism. This is the powering the lock. So what I do is here is I say, all right, I'm gonna turn this off, and it comes in, unlocks this, and so it takes the dead signal, and it turns this all off. Now when the button comes, it comes back on, what it does is it locks that. So it'll lock that signal in. And then when you hit it again, it takes this live signal, which I'll explain again, and then pushes it through. So what I did to get this to toggle is I actually had the signal it's sending flip itself to here. And now this guy is powering, so it's a little cycle. So it's like essentially like this. Not like that, like this right there. Okay. So it's like that. Now that's all nuts because of here, let's take that out real quick. Now we lock it, and what we're doing is we turn it off and on, off and on, off and on. You see how that's going on, and then it's off, and then it's on, then it's off. Okay, so that's essentially what I'm doing, I'm just adding another step in here. So I come in here, and that's this little system right here. Now what this does right here is actually makes it that if I take this out, this is so annoying. If I take this out, he sits there and flips out. He cycles around a couple of times before the button tells him to lock again. So he has a couple signals that get flipped in there. So what this does is it says, whenever I'm unlocked here, I'm going to lock this signal so that we can't send a bunch of different signals. We can't go around the circle multiple times. So then, whoa, that looks sexy. Yeah. So then it comes back. And that is a secret room. Again, just so you can kind of get a good look at it, take a screenshot, and like build stuff to your heart's content. Redstone's so much fun. We don't need this. We don't need this. Redstone is really cool. There's a lot of different things you can do with it, and I mean, it's really Minecraft works. It's just like your imagination. You just come up with different scenarios for these things, like the rope garden stuff. I mean, I know it didn't work perfectly, but it's just something that I had an idea for with this self-feeding thing. So now we're gonna go hop on the cube, and I'm gonna show you. I'm not gonna show you this because this is pretty much how it is, but I am gonna show you the Chum Bucket and show you how complicated it got. All right, guys. Now we're on the. Hey, Tipsy, how's it going, Mr. President? I'm gonna show you this this Chum Bucket thing right here. Yeah, it's super duper. Nice day, Mister. This is Chum Bucket. I don't know if Grazer's shown you. If he has shown you this, I apologize for showing you again. But I did do some upgrades, so I'm gonna go into that a little bit. But if Grazer hasn't shown you, well, this is your first time seeing it, and sorry, Grazer, I'm showing off your cool stuff. So the idea for the Chum Bucket is you throw all of your junk into these little hoppers on the sides, then they get stored in these chests. Here, I'm gonna throw some dirt. So all your junk's stored in these chests, and then whenever, and this is only during the day, whenever it comes nighttime, which it is nighttime, it dispenses, it drains all the chests and dispenses them. So I'm gonna show you just a little bit of that. This is a daylight sensor here that powers the hoppers. We talked about the hoppers before, and it supplies, when the sun's out, it supplies a signal to the hoppers and says, hey, lock, and so it doesn't let anything drain out of the chest. This guy is another daylight sensor, and then what that does is it stops the trash like compactor system. So whenever it's daylight, it says, hey, don't compact anything. But whenever it's nighttime, it says, hey, do whatever you want to do. I don't care. So then we're gonna go in, jump down here, and just like I showed you before, these are just basic little systems that I was showing you. The little, it takes something in, powers it, shoots it up, and then this continues on, and it's let's check that out. But it's just more elaborate. It goes all the way up, spirals all the way up to here, and then those shoot to the chest, and then in the chest we have the if you look somewhere, I don't think you can see it from here, maybe, possibly, it might be in here. Yeah, you can't, but here, let me get to it. Get out of my way. Okay, so let's get out of here real quick. It's scary. I'm scared. Let's get out. Oh no, I can't get out of there. That was stairs. Yes. I built this to cover it up, and it's, I forget how I built it. Yeah, let's hop back here real quick. So the way that little the locking system works is, it just takes the signal here, and it actually, what I'm doing is I'm powering all the chests. Oh no, I'm powering, that's actually powering the hoppers underneath here. The way the power system works, it's actually powering those guys down there. So they lock, nothing can control these guys. It's daytime, which is not. So it's nighttime, so that obviously is not working. But yeah, so that's this little Chum Bucket system. And that's taking what I showed you before and making some implementation of useless imitation. I don't know. it's Grazer's idea. I don't. Who knows what he was thinking. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And again, if you like this tutorial video of redstone, I'll try to come up with some more ideas and show you. I can probably go in more depth on the bank system. I know it's a little slower paced than most of the content, but again, if you like it, leave a comment, leave a like, and ask for more, and I will definitely do more videos, and maybe throw some like double videos in a day or something on this. And I do have to start on my house again sometime soon. I'm intimidated because everybody has like these really nice houses, and I have a little hole right now, but we'll get to it. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and I hope I see you later in real life, because I don't see anybody.